Hello everyone. Today I will be trying to brainwash beginner artists into choosing watercolors while I paint this portrait. Before we start, let's get this drawing magically done first. There you go. Say you are someone who's thinking about picking up painting for some reason. You want something to detox from the 9 to 5, or you simply want to rekindle the romance you had with art a long time ago. But something's holding you back. You might be thinking, well, what if I don't have the talent for it? I might create something bad and people are gonna laugh at me for it. Well, how many people have you laughed at when they are trying to learn something new for the first time? Provided you're a decent human being, probably never. You'd probably think, good for them, they're trying to do something new. Only a truly despicable human being would try to make fun of someone trying to do their best at something. Should we really care about what such people think? As for being talented, if you have any favorite artists that are great at what they do, have you ever seen their first drawings? Now, how many of these early stage paintings are masterpieces? The ability to paint or draw something is not a talent, it's a skill. The only talent any good artist out there is having is the love for creating art. So if you have ever looked at a good artist or a good piece of art and thought to yourself, damn, that's a good painting, I want to create something like that, then you have the talent for creating art. The only thing you need is to build up the skill for it. And how do you pick up on any skill? You practice. As long as you practice and you enjoy doing it, you're good enough. Now let the brainwashing begin. So why would I recommend using watercolors for beginners? It often has a bad rep for being a difficult medium to paint with, but that's not entirely true. When you're a beginner, it's going to be difficult no matter which medium you choose. I think I understand why that is. Most people find it daunting. It's probably because of the lack of control you have with it in the beginning stages when compared to oil or acrylics. While it is true, it's just one aspect. When you look at the overall learning path, watercolors are way easier. When you are a beginner to painting, brush control is not the only thing that you need to learn. You need to learn how to mix colors, you need to understand the importance of values. Then there are lights and shadows, perspectives, composition. Each one of this is a vast ocean of knowledge in and of itself. And you need a little bit of everything to make a painting that looks halfway decent. But when you're a beginner, you can avoid most of this work by simply choosing a good reference. If you choose a good reference picture that catches your eyes, most likely it would have already taken care of most of the things I mentioned. Values? Check. Composition? Check. Perspective? Check. So the only thing that would be left is the color. Sure, the reference picture would have the colors as well, but mixing it from the paints in your palette? Sheesh. Brush control, you try to do something daily for a week and you would have the skills to execute a decent stroke even with watercolors. But color mixing is a nightmare. For painting a portrait, mixing the skin color would be a fascination for many in the beginning. But with watercolors, it's simple. You can get by making a decent looking painting of most people in normal lighting conditions simply by using 3 colors: cadmium red, burnt umber and Prussian blue. Mix red with a lot of water, paint it over your portrait, let it dry, and that would be your basic Caucasian skin tone. You want to build volume? Just paint another layer of red and blend the edges with a mildly wet brush. You want shadows? Add a layer of watery blue over this red if you want a cooler shadow. And if you want a warmer shadow, you just add a bit of burnt umber with this blue. Mix this red and blue with less water and you have dark colors for your hair. If you are still not convinced, there is a bonus to using watercolors. Anything you paint will be looked at by the viewer in a watercolor perspective gaze, which is a lot more forgiving because in their minds it's justified as a watercolor effect. Was it intentional or was it an accident that her nose looks patchy? Who can tell? There is one more major reason I personally choose watercolors. A 10 ml watercolor tube lasts way longer than a 10 ml acrylic oil paint tubes. You squeeze it into a half pan, let it dry, and those babies last for years. Well, if that hasn't convinced you, I don't know what will. If I did convince you, then yay for me. One more member. to Team Watercolors thanks to me. Either way, welcome to the world of art and the magic it unfolds. If you got till here, kudos to you, mate, and thanks for watching.